Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I have some film and television news for you. Now, it's superhero based. And yes, I will be posting some other things other than superhero, Star Wars, comics, video games. But that's where most of my views came from. That's how I got most of my subscribers. So I have to feed them. I have to keep them happy. Got to keep those subscribers coming and growing. I will be posting other stuff of other materials and stuff, but for right now, that's what I got. So let's dig into it. We now have our television Superman, our new one. After Dean Cain on Lois and Clark on the show, I've really loved when I was a kid. It was a really good show. And after Smallville, Tom Welling, I think a lot of us wanted him to return to Superman, but they went with a choice, a different choice. And that is Tyler Hoechlin. Now, Tyler Hoechlin, I remember him from Teen Wolf on MTV. Now, I've only really watched the first season of Teen Wolf. I didn't keep up with the show, but he did a good job on there. I liked his work. But that's who CW has cast, or whoever's behind it, Warner Brothers, whatever. But he will be Superman. And this is funny because we don't know if it could turn into a Superman spinoff show, or if he's just going to keep appearing on Supergirl. Either way, we have a new Superman on television. They hinted that he was going to be in it in season 1, and they confirmed that they were looking to cast a Superman for season 2. He's going to appear on the first episode of season 2, Supergirl, so that's going to be cool. We get him right at the start of the season, so season's going to open up with a bang, I'm sure. But, you know, I'm looking forward to that. See how it goes. On to some movie news. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 has finished filming. It is a wrap. James Gunn, the director, said that he does not know if he's going to come back for a third Guardians. The reason why is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, he said, was very emotionally exhausting. And that's understandable. I mean, these films that are in a shared universe have to follow what came before it. There's a history before those films, and it's all going to lead up to a spot that we know, like Infinity War. We know Thanos is coming, and they have to fit it in between there. So, I mean, you know, besides that, it could just be the large cast. You know, he has a lot of talent, a lot of big actors in these films. And these are big budget films, and they're also really, really just big in scope. But I hope James Gunn, I hope he feels up to the task and he does a third one. I have a feeling the second one is just going to be just as good as the first one, or probably better. I like the guy. I follow him on Twitter. I look at a lot of things he posts and what he talks about in other films besides his own. And I like the guy. He's a really good director. I like him. So, on to Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, I think we all know that the cast of Spider-Man Homecoming was growing immensely. They got a lot of people that are adding into this. Most recently, Donald Glover, who wanted to audition for Spider-Man before the Amazing Spider-Man came out in Amazing Spider-Man 2. And a lot of fans of Donald Glover wanted him to play Miles Morales, who is also a Spider-Man who's thrown into the universe, and his mentor is Peter Parker, from 2 different universes in Marvel Comics. But he was too old to play Miles Morales, I think, back then, and I think he's too old to play Miles now, too. Besides, Marvel has an animated film, Spider-Man film, coming out that's based around Miles Morales, I believe in 2018. So I really don't think they're going to introduce Miles Morales in Homecoming, or probably in those Spider-Man films at all. I don't think so, but you never know. There's many different roles he can play. Maybe he's playing Robbie at Daily Bugle. You just never know. But we got to wait and see. But besides Donald Glover, they already have Robert Downey Jr. They have Michael Keaton basically playing the Vulture. That's great. Tom Holland did his thing as Spider-Man, and he's been in other movies. He's a really good actor. Marissa Tomei is Aunt May. Zendaya is in this too. I mean, it's a very diverse cast. They have a lot of people from all over the place. Kenneth Choi, I guess his last name is Choi. I guess that's how you pronounce it. He's in it also. It's a very diverse cast, which is okay because it's based in New York City. And really, the people who live in New York City is very diverse there anyway. You see people from all different nationalities and backgrounds. So I think that's a good thing. Besides all of them, you also have Logan Marshall Green and Martin Starr. They are also in Spider-Man Homecoming. There's a lot of people in this film. I just think it's going to be great. I trust Marvel. I trust the decisions on the people who write these films. But speaking of writing, the writers for this are John Daly, I believe his name is, and Jonathan I can't think of his name right now, but it's Jonathan. Oh man, his last name's escaping me. But John Daly, he played on Bones. If you ever watched Bones, he also was on a show in the early 2000s called Freaks and Geeks. And if you know who I'm talking about, he has a writing partner, and they do good work together. They did some films together. They both worked on some television shows also, and I'm trusting Marvel. I think they do a good job in who they select to make these films. So I'm really looking forward to all that. That's all I have right now for my superhero film and television news. So like the video if you like the video. Share and subscribe. I will have some more videos coming later of all different types of material. So bear with me, people. And I'll see you next time. All right. Actually, like